So you got to be consistent, at least about the work. You got to continue to meet with lawyers, continue to do mastermind, continue to do coaching, continue to reach out and ask for work. It's a hustle, it's a grind, but you got to be consistent. And that's how you do it. And you also got to realize, look, we may get a bad stretch. It'll come, it'll go. You just got to keep working the plan. Put up a story the other day that says you got to trust God's plan, and basically you just got to trust the plan and keep going.
All right, welcome back to another episode of the Law Firm Success Story. Now, today we're sitting down with a guest that we've had on the podcast a couple of years ago, and he really talked about some of the cool things that he's doing. I've been seeing him on social media, the masterminds he's been attending, all these cool things. So welcome back, Bill, the lawman, Umansky. Welcome back to the show, Bill. How are you?
Hey, I'm great. Nice seeing you, Terrell. How you doing?
Hey, I am great, man. I'm great. Now, I want to talk a little for people who aren't familiar with your firm. Can you give us a brief overview of your firm and how long you've been running it?
Yeah, probably about 30 years. And look, there's some rain coming down, so hopefully we don't have to take this inside. You can tell your listeners I'm crazy and I'm doing this podcast outside of my parking lot. It's about to rain, but let's gamble a little bit. That's what's running a business all about, right? 30 years.
I was gonna say,
I
I love the fact that you roll with the punches no matter what's going on.
What can you do? Everyone else stresses. I'm just like rolling with it, bro. But 10 lawyers, 11 lawyers, 37 people. We do personal injury and criminal defense in Orlando, some administrative work, and I've gotten into some coaching, mastermind, stuff like that, dude.
Nice, nice. I love it. I love it. One of the things I want to talk about, the success story of just being able to survive 30 years. There's a lot of people who start a business. Statistics say most businesses fold within 5 years, and an even smaller percentage make it to 7 and 10. But to do 30, that's a huge win. So tell us a little bit about what led to that.
Yeah, what's funny is all I can say is you're a CFO, right? And offer fractional services. For 28, 29 of those 31 or 32 years you've been in business, I didn't have that. I finally got one, and it was after you and I talked. It was about a year and a half later. I raised a question at a mastermind going, I still don't know data. And people were like, we've been telling you for years. You even had this guy, Terrell, on your show, and you're friends with this guy, Moshe. You need to get a CFO. And I'm like, oh. So actually, I don't know how I've been in business for 30 years, except we're able to bring in business. But the most important thing is by having someone get the numbers down to understand where we are, where cash flow is. And now I'm way more stressed out than I ever used to be, dude. But at least I have a lot more knowing. So I don't know how you get there. You just get there by creating good culture, good systems. And the most important word, right, is being evolutionary. You got to evolve and still be resilient and have grit.
Gotcha.
Pretty much.
I love that perspective. So I'm very curious. You talked about not really knowing the numbers before, but just being really good at just getting business. Now, in the space of personal injury, there's a lot of people that you're probably competing with to get business. What have been some of the things that you've seen work well, and how have you gone about just being able to consistently get business?
Yeah, I got to tell you, I'm straight as we signed up like 19. We do all word of mouth for personal injury. We advertise a lot for criminal defense. But I'll tell you, this month we have a big zero. It's scary, right? But thank God I have a big criminal practice behind me. But last month, 19 cases. So it's consistency. So part of my business is criminal, which we advertise. We do a lot of networking, a lot of business development. We have a business developer, but the PI part is about 95% community relations. And with that, there's no consistency. So you got to be consistent, at least about the work. You got to continue to meet with lawyers, continue to do mastermind, continue to do coaching, continue to reach out and ask for work. It's a hustle, it's a grind, but you got to be consistent. And that's how you do it. And you also got to realize, look, we may get a bad stretch. It'll come, it'll go. You just got to keep working the plan. Put up a story the other day that says you got to trust God's plan, and basically you just got to trust the plan and keep going.
Nice. I love it. Now, you mentioned about the masterminds. Now, I guess at what point in your 30-year journey did you start getting involved with masterminds?
Yeah, about 11, 12 years ago, I facilitate them for some friends of mine. I pay some decent money to attend others. And now I'm running a local one to build a tribe so we can get referrals. It's a different way of getting business. You give back, you help other law firms grow, even your competitors. and there'll be places for work that will align. So co-defendants or co-plaintiffs or other practice areas of law where they'll send you business. It's about 10, 12, 13 years ago. And I've been in coaching programs before that as well.
Nice, nice, awesome. So I guess if people are interested in either following you online or seeing what the firm is up to, where's the best place for them to find you, whether it's on social media or on the website? Where should they look for you?
Yeah. Bill is the Lawman is on Instagram, thelawman.net. But a lot of people just reach out to me, send me a DM. That's where everyone has their favorite social media platform. Instagram's mine. So it's Bill is the Lawman. And you just send me a DM and I'll respond to you. We'll send you a free copy of our book, Tiger Tactics, that I think some of your listeners or guests have had on before, have referred to. But we have the book called Tiger Tactics. We'll send you a copy, and that's the best way you can reach us. Send me a DM or drop me a cell, 407-399-7999. Just text me.
Awesome. Now, one final question is,
Sure.
how's your podcast going? And tell people a little bit about that.
Yeah, so Lawman's Lounge has been going on 6 years. I used to do it with my director of marketing. I'm going to try to get him back as co-host. You see what's happening?
Gotcha.
No, I think it's the streaming issue. We may need to edit that.
Yep. Oh, okay. Yeah. Edit that one back out. Yeah. Because my earpiece, my sound went out just for a second. So yeah, we'll edit
Yeah.
that piece out.
So my podcast called The Lawman's Lounge been on for 6 years. I love getting people on it. Our next guest hopefully is going to be the guy who headed Eve, which is that software that personal injury lawyers use. And we just keep bringing conversations, all kind of different conversations. We had you on, which was a illuminating conversation about numbers and everything. We've been running about 6 years. My co-host was doing it for a long time. I'm going to try to bring him back, but we sometimes rotate co-hosts. I've been doing it on myself sometimes, and it's great. It's called the Lawman's Lounge Podcast. You can find it on Apple. It's on Spotify, but most of our reviews are on Apple. And we talk all different kinds of law firm issues with some humor and some seriousness. We talk about all kinds of issues. We'll talk to a Michelin-rated chef about how they run a business and how that's analogous to a law firm. We'll talk to lawyers who want to leave the business. It's a conversation.
Gotcha. No, I love it. Definitely a great show. I advise everybody to go check it out. Bill, I just want to say, hey, thanks for squeezing me in and thanks for rushing outside. I know it's probably hot out there. So thanks for squeezing it in, for coming back on the show.
Oh, that's good, dude. I'm glad to see you. Anytime to see you, I'm just happy that I actually was able to make that connection with you. That's cool, though, dude.
Absolutely, man. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Law Firm and Finance Show, where we give you great content that helps you build a more successful law firm. So make sure you hit that subscribe button on all platforms and follow us for more content.